You liked 3. You hated all but those 3.
Yeah, there you go.
I only liked 1, which was what? Simple Minds, Don't
Yes,
You Forget
Don't
About Me,
Forget About
and I
Me.
tolerated 2 of them. And you know, all these songs, and you got to figure, a lot of bands came out of the 80s. Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Journey.
Queen had some good songs.
Queen
had
but
really good songs.
if you're putting on an 80s radio station, you wouldn't find them anywhere in the
you don't think
rotation,
about
dude.
it. You have to listen to a classic rock station, which mostly plays like 60s, 70s rock, and then sprinkle in a little bit of 80s.
A dusting of the good 80s.
Yeah.
That may and those bands, a lot of those bands that we tend to actually enjoy started in the 70s.
See, if that was filled with a bunch of Journey and all that, it would have been nothing but thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, definitely. But yeah, I mean, they just don't get any recognition. But because all that other bullshit was just thrown in our face and
It was shoved down our throat, man.
Yeah, a lot. Very much so.
I don't like it.
Yep.
I don't like it one bit. So I don't know. I might come up with other games and things to talk about in which I'm trying to make my point that the 80s weren't as great as everybody who's nostalgic about it seems. They fucking sucked. They fucking sucked.
Yeah, they sucked.
Culturally, musically, by and large, they sucked. The movies were cheesy, and I don't know.
They don't hold up, and that's why a lot of people try to remake 80s movies nowadays, if you really think about it. And
that's true.
I mean, those remakes, it's just a terrible story. They should just leave them alone.
Well, I'm glad I got all of that off my chest.
Thank you for that, Food. Now I'm pissed.
That was fun.
Now I'm not going to get that bad taste out of my mouth.
Well, you want to hear a little science?
Sure, man.
All right, here we go. Wow, that was loud.
Ooh, I like that. Is that new?
No.
Pay attention.
All right, so scientists have successfully reversed the aging of human cells in the lab, if you can believe it. I know, like kind of a Benjamin Button kind of thing. So it doesn't say that it'll make you immortal. It'll just keep you from aging.
No. They didn't say it doesn't make you immortal.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, it did. No. Or wait, no.
Did it?
You're right. They didn't say that, but you can't make that assumption. So I found this on ifuckinglovescience.com. Aging is a battle that humans have known that they can't win since the beginning of history. We can hate it or eventually accept it, but ultimately we can't avoid growing old. However, over the years, scientists have been trying to pinpoint the roots of biological process and work out if there's any way to stop or reverse it. So researchers were able to reverse the aging process of some old human cells by delivering a specific molecule to their mitochondria, which is what, the power plant of the cell?
The powerhouse of the cell?
Powerhouse. The structures with, where the energy is produced. So this approach stops the cells from becoming senescent, a point at which they can no longer duplicate. Some researchers believe that the accumulation of these cells in organs is key to the aging process. So pretty much, I guess, slowing it down. So I don't know. Maybe they'll start, doing this to animals and seeing if it works on humans eventually. And
from the way that sounds, it makes me feel like the first experiment's gonna go like how in X-Men when they give that one senator the X gene and all of a sudden he turns like liquid and turns into water.
Dang.
Yeah.
So someone gonna die.
Someone gonna die.
Someone gonna die.
So try it on apes.
Try it on the apes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, I mean, there's only been an entire series made out of movies about what could possibly go wrong. But no,
it sounds like from that article that's just going to give you cancer. So it's like, should I have cancer or do I want to live longer? And then, like, if you live longer, what's the quality of life?
Live longer with cancer?
Live longer with cancer?
Wow.
Live longer with cancer.
Bills. That's all I'm hearing out of that article.
Bills?
Bills.
That hospital bill's going to be a bitch.
Well, that was science, everybody. So, Steph.
Yes.
I understand that you came up with a little health and such.
I did.
All right, here we go. Health and such with Steph.
That's a really strong heartbeat.
Isn't it?
It's not one of ours.
Yeah.
This is still Richie's heartbeat from the other day?
No, and that was his ball sack.
Oh, that's right.
All right,
so what do we got, Steph?
All right. It's in the air. Time for a county fair. You like that? I came up with that. You're welcome.
Don't coin that. Okay. Put that away.
Yeah. All right. So all summer long, there have been county fairs all over California, We're in the middle of summer. We're balls deep in it. It's a time for family and friends to have fun, battle crowds full of strollers, dehydrate themselves with fried food and copious amounts of beer.
Getting me so excited right now.
Yeah.
Woo, the fair!
I had a fried Twinkie the other day.
Ooh!
Yeah. Delicious.
Also, county fairgrounds are home to giant petting zoos.
Uh-huh.
And what must we do after petting zoos?
Go touch more pets.
Wash your hands.
That's no
Well,
fun.
don't they have faucets by the petting zoo over at the...
Yeah,
at the county
they do.
fair? Uh-huh.
But, some people, like kids, for example, they're not going to wash their hands after they touch pets. They're going to just run around and touch everything else.
Okay.
So
what's been happening?
So
Goddamn
what
parents.
does that lead to? On August 9, the California Department of Public Health issued a statement noting that 2 people contracted influenza H1N2 from touching an infected pig. What?
Dang.
It's outbreak, guys. It's outbreak.
It's just 2, and they're healed.
Oh,
Oh.
well, that's not fun.
Well, what the fuck?
This happened in the California Mid-State Fair in Paso Robles. The contraction of the virus may occur from exposure from droplets in the air or even dust found in the petting zoo. So
Don't go to the petting zoo, people.
you can go to the petting zoo, but it's really up to the farmer to actually vaccinate the pig and make sure that the pig's healthy. This was probably a pig that just recently got sick.
Yeah.
And that's
Jesus Christ!
I know. I know, man.
and what happens when you get the swine flu?
You die.
No, you don't really die because clearly these 2 people made it.
Then why should I care?
Well, do you die?
What happens when you get swine flu, Steph?
Symptoms include like fever, you're lethargic, you can get nausea, vomiting, diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Damn, you get Inception type diarrhea?
Inception type diarrhea.
Yeah,
Where
Inception.
you
That's-
poop in your diarrhea. Where you find poop in the poop.
Or it just comes out like both ends at the same time and you only have like the one toilet, so you gotta kind of, hover over the bathtub if you can reach that far.
No, I was
Yeah.
kind of thinking it would be like a solid crap that inside it's like kind of like a Milky Way bar, but full of poop. You're welcome.
All right.
Well, currently there are no vaccination for
Hi, everybody.
What?
get some quack doctor
Yeah.
who look at you. Currently, there's no vaccinations for humans that will protect against influenza variants. And that's what they're calling it. They're not really calling it a swine flu because that actually scares people. They're calling it a variant. So flus that occur in other animals that humans contract, they're calling it a variant. So that makes sense.
So you can get cow flu?
No, you can get the bird flu. I don't think. Well,
Is that still a thing?
yeah. Actually, I was
Oh,
gonna.
well. So much for
Goodbye.
that. I'm out of here.
There's not really cow flu. It's more like mad cow disease, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. That's
Okay.
what it's called.
Uh-huh.
Spongiform encephalitis.
Okay.
Pretty much the bacteria eat your brain.
Sounds tasty.
Okay, but that's another animal.
Okay.
Okay. So get this. This sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's like real life, right? So the CDC reports, in addition, because pigs are susceptible to avian, human, and swine influenza viruses, they potentially may be infected with influenza viruses from different species. If this happens, it is possible for the genes of these viruses to mix and create a new virus, which can cause illness in people and can be easily transferred from person to person. So it can create a super virus. And we actually saw that in 2009 when like the swine flu outbreak and the bird flu outbreak.
I remember that.
People were going crazy. They were shutting themselves in.
Yeah.
And nobody knew the cure. It's a
You're disturbing what's left of my brain.
It's scary and
Yeah.
it happens.
Zombie apocalypse. That's what I'm hearing out of
But
this.
essentially what it is, it's a flu. And if you're, generally speaking, a healthy individual, you'll survive it. But even just a regular flu can take down a general healthy person.
Oh, damn, that I'm fucked.
And you'll know when you have the flu because you won't be able to do anything. It'll just hit you like a ton of bricks.
Uh-huh.
And
So all this by going to the fair, huh?
Jesus.
No, I just wanted to bring it to light that it's not something to take lightly, but just fucking wash your hands. It's the moral of the story.
Well, you heard it here first, everybody. If you go to the fair, you're gonna fucking die.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die either by being run over by strollers and angry drunk people, or from swine flu.
All right,
You heard it here.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Anything else for us, Steph?
Do you know how many people were infected in 2009?
How many people?
1 million.
60 million.
No shit, really?
It spread
Holy
that quick within
shit.
1 year.
Damn.
Telling you, man, zombie apocalypse. It's happening.
It's bound.
It's bound.
I mean,
to
the
happen.
pigs couldn't kill us, so, we still have a fighting chance.
All right. Well, thanks, Steph. That was a lot. That was Health and Such with Steph.
You guys scared yet?
Oh, terrified. Terrified. I'll be walking out with a bubble after this.
Yeah, no kidding, man. All right. Well, we'll take a small break and come back with sports.
The year was 2018. A lowly podcasting sidekick, better known as The Foo, was beloved by most. For many years, people questioned his humanity until the fateful day when he was catfished from a dating website and found himself escaping the Earth's atmosphere to get away from the infamous terrorist group ISIS and seek sanctuary in this home planet of Footopia. Since that day, Josie and his dog Pluto have since been detecting radio waves from Footopia, ensuring that their old pal made it home safe. The following is what they found and have since named their efforts the Foo Files.
All right, Pluto, let's go find the Foo. We just got to find the right frequency. Do you hear that, Pluto? I think he's trying to tell us something. Let's see here. I think I got it. It's coming in.
I'll be bathing in my cum, Foo.
Well, it sounds like he's doing just fine. Josh, I understand you have some sports news for us.
Of course.
All right. Sports with Josh.
What's up, everybody?
Hi, Josh.
Okay. Well, I want to talk a little sports with you guys, and specifically NFL. So, recently, there's been a former NFL player by the name of Marvin Washington, Super Bowl champion Marvin Washington. He started off with the Jets, played with the Niners, and he won a Super Bowl with John Elway and the Broncos in '97. Well, recently, he actually started up his own cannabis company where they infuse cannabis oils into a lot of their products, and he's actually become the pioneer for pushing cannabis or CBD, cannabidiol, into the NFL or into the sports world. We've already seen some some things like this pass, like with the Big Three. The Big Three recently allowed CBD to be used in their league. So recently, he said, everybody knows about football fingers. I definitely have them. And football fingers, for those of you that don't know, some football players, you can notice that their hands are just severely disfigured.
How so? Like, are they
like
arthritis?
Well, no, like mine, for instance, my pinky goes out a little farther than normal.
Yeah.
Than my other ones. Others, there's a gentleman by the name of Brian Baldinger. Those of you on the podcast, look up. His pinky goes completely sideways. So it goes like that way because he got it caught in a helmet and it's almost snapped it off. Another one was Torrey Holt. His index finger goes completely inward this way. So it's curved. Like a lot of football players have these, and that's because they get them smashed in helmets, stepped on, God knows what. Even when catching the football, imagine catching a 90-mile-an-hour football with your bare hands. That shit's going to hurt, and you're going to break some fingers.
Jesus.
So you know, he said that a lot of players have this. Everyone knows about him. So, and he even said, you know, I played in the NFL in the trenches for 11 years. During the week, I would take anti-inflammatory and pain blockers. During the game, a pain blocker. After the game, pain pills. So I put it on my. He basically saying that he turned to cannabis